Everybody, it's Mark Rushton at markrushton.com. It is Wednesday, February 9th, 2022. And what's this video called? Slight Hint. Slight Hint. And now the bright new screen hit me there in the face. So I'm going to talk about a painting of mine called Slight Hint. I'm going to bring it over here in just a second. And there it is. There it is. And let's move me out of the way and let's make Slight Hint a little bit the focus of the show here. Look at that. 18 by 24 inches, acrylic paint on canvas. And this is framed in a white matte wood floating frame. And this is downstairs here in my house. And this is great. I still like this one. Slight Hint. SLIGHT. Slight hint. That's like a slight hint of landscape going on there. You know, you've got the sky and the field, and then the horizon. You've seen my other paintings there. I operate largely abstract landscapes, and this is again another kind of abstract landscape. And if you get further in there, you see, a little bit darker blues, the darker reds, the textures that are in there, the little hints of green and everything like that. And it's just a great painting. I can't believe it's still here, but it's still here. I get to enjoy it. And you could enjoy it too eventually when I open my the Mark Rushton Gallery, an art store where I'm going to be selling original paintings and then also prints as well, and probably other merchandise as well. It'll be, I would say, by spring. I say late spring, early summer. Now I'm saying that probably getting there towards spring. And so, if you like this sort of stuff, along with my other acrylic ink on Tyvek synthetic paper paintings, sign up for my mailing list. It's on my website, markrushton.com. You can sign up there. You can, follow me along here on the YouTube channel. YouTube is also rebroadcast onto other services such as BitChute, UGETube, and what's the other one? Odyssey. Yes. So Odyssey, BitChute, YouTube. So I like to rebroadcast things. That's the broadcaster in me. Translator channel 72. Remember that back in the old day? Well, so maybe some of you are kind of young. You don't remember translator channels, or even the 13 channels on the T. Oh, you're old. You're a boomer. I'm not a boomer. I'm Gen X. So anyway, slight hint. Yeah, isn't that great? That's just a sign there in the corner, and I love the way that one turned out. I got the colors right. I got the colors right on that one, and I had that framed locally here, and that was in the gallery when I was in the gallery, and it's back. It's back with me. So anyway, I've got some other pictures here of Slight Hint, different angles. Let's see if I can figure that one out here. Bring them over into. I love this. This photo's great here. This is when I had everything on the wall. And so that's Slight Hint on the wall with the other one. How about this one here on the left of it here? That was an interesting effect, how I got that the paint to do that. I'm not saying how I did it. I know how I did it. And then the rest of these here are Tyvek or acrylic ink on Tyvek synthetic paper, and those are adhered to a cradled wood panel and framed in a white matte frame. And let's see, I got one more. I think I got one more example here. And it's the image itself. It's the image itself, not in the painting. Let's see, I'm going to bring it over here. There we go. That's the photograph. A little bit bigger version of that there. Yeah. Slight Hint. Thought that was a good title. Slight Hint. So yeah, slight hint of the green here, the blue just under the, whatever you want, a cloudy, foggy sky, something like that. The red in the background, hills, who knows? Who knows? I just like how that kind of, that Fairfield Porter had a late painting that kind of inspired this. I think it was called The Wall. It was 1974. You can look it up. It's in the Spike book. It's in John Spike book that I have downstairs of his. And I was like, that painting, The Wall by Fairfield Porter, was hugely influential on me as far as the abstract landscape. He was painting a wall. I go for a more generalized, when I'm driving in these fields out here, and you just get that inspiration. I took photos a few times, but I was like, it's going to work off memory, work in the studio and work like that. That's how I operate. Do you like the art stories? Do you like the art stories? People don't like art. Most people just do not like art. They don't understand art. They don't. I barely understand art, and but I enjoy making it. I enjoy being a creative. Not only do I enjoy making physical art, but also making the sound art as well. And so let's move slight hint away here, and then let's kind of just talk in general here. I'm just gonna zap those out, and we'll move me back over here because we're going to talk about the website a little bit. So I made a little update here to the markrushton.com website, and me back there. But you can subscribe to my email newsletter down there. I send it out once or so a month. I'm not super hardcore. I used to go crazy with the links, and then you see the data on how many people actually click links, and you're just like, yeah, you know what? Keep it very simple, informational stuff. Like if you need a link, have a link. But on here as well, I mentioned that some of my fine art can be seen on my paintings page, and I also post paintings regularly to Instagram at Mark Rushton, and been doing that now for I think almost 2 weeks, almost a painting a day, and I could keep that going for well over a year easily. And if I use details, who knows, forever. I won't have to make new art. I've got what I've made, and then we're just going to sell it from there. Wouldn't that be kind of funny? Andy Warhol might kind of love that. Oh, I never even thought about that. I was trying to make originals, and gee, why can't I? He was such a, he was right. There was one story in one of his books or whatever he was going to try and make. I forget what it was, like 5,000 paintings or something like that. And he got tired after a few hundred. He was, this is a lot of work. I need some people to help me. He's doing silk screening and all that sort of stuff. I don't know. He had his thing, but yeah, I love that Philosophy of Andy Warhol book. It's so good. So many great things to read in it. And but yeah. So yeah, I've got the Instagram, and just watch my mind drift off here. And the Instagram pictures are now rebroadcast to a Facebook page called Mark Rushton Gallery. Got a link there. I called it something else for a couple of days, which nobody cared about. And now it's called Mark Rushton Gallery. Let's just try to be somewhat consistent here going into the future. Let's just not, you can follow me here. You can follow me there. You can stalk me. Like, I don't know what to say. That's fine. That's fine. Just it's about the art. It's about the work. It's the catalog, all the stuff I've done over the years and the stuff I want to do in the future. Because, not that much further into the future, I do want to have an old man schedule, right? I'm already dressing in the old man clothes. I mean, look at this here. Look at this thing. This is like, where'd you buy that? I bought it at like a secondhand shop because the thing about secondhand shops, shopping for clothes at a secondhand store, and is that there's so much variety, right? It's just a matter of finding your own size, and well, this has gotten pretty loose on me. I've lost a bit of weight here in the last 6 months or so, and trying to keep it off. Be nice to go out for some walks. We had some wonderful warm weather yesterday, and then today it's back to the frigid tundra, it looks like. And it's going to up and down the next few days here. But that's such the way it is with winter. I don't know. I don't really get too excited about the the winter landscape. I don't really paint that so much. I like colors, as you could see with the paintings page here. Let's go over to it here real quick. And so yeah, and I talk about the art store opening up later this year. And let's move me out of the way here. I got a little statement there, not that anybody ever reads it. And then some examples of my work, and you can click on them and look at a bigger version. You can steal the photo. And someday, Tin Eye will sniff you out, or whoever. This was from my show in 2019 down at the old post office in Iowa City. And, when you're charging $100 for a 6x6 in a college town, yeah, you're not going to get too many takers, but Cherryvale's good. Cherryvale's good. It's in storage. It's in storage. All these are in storage too. Some of these may be reworked, repainted. Who knows? Just get that work out there, right? And then of course showing my more recent types of work. This is Golden Hillside here. This is again acrylic ink on Tyvek synthetic paper painting, mounted to a cradled wood panel and in a white matte wood frame. Doesn't that look great? All these little pieces here. That's the thing about these sorts of shows here. Like these little pieces, I mean, these should be in the bathroom, right? Or the kitchen, or just some little nook and cranny where you need a splash of color. I don't know. I like to have art in the bathroom because, you're going in there a few times a day. There's some rooms in this house I barely go into every day, but, it is what it is. And then you got stuff like this. Come on. Is the internet fried today? I was having trouble with the Roku and YouTube earlier. There's a red polyptych down the lowest level of the house. That looks nice. Too bad the room doesn't look that good now, but a little vacuuming and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. So yeah, that's just, let's go back here. Let's go back to the main page and kind of wrap this up here. So yeah. And I continue to do my my music stuff every single day. This morning it was at lunch I did 4 playlists. It didn't take long to make them. Constituting a total of 125 tracks, and those are sent out to 12 different music streaming services. Yesterday, it was 3 playlists, 164 tracks, 12 services. And then the day before that, 3 playlists, 118 tracks, 12 services. And that's when I cracked the 750 total playlists. You get people listening here and there. You gotta find a way to get that music into some ears. It's the same with the art. Trying to get eyeballs, trying to get people. I'm sitting here talking to almost a non-existent audience, but you have to do that to talk about the work, to refine your message, to talk about and to show your work, because it does. Like I said, like Brian Eno said, doesn't do anything sitting on a shelf. Now I'm getting into rambling territory, so I'm going to end it here. So have a good night. It's almost dinner time.